Kennedy, could it be you're planning to come tomorrow? Huh? Kathy? Of course I'll be there. After all, it's my own brother's wedding. Why? Is there a problem? Oh, I just thought it might be hard for you to handle. I mean, after all, you have feelings for Carter, right? I can't help but think seeing Carter and me getting married might be a little too much for you to bear. What? No way. Carter is my brother, and as his sister, I'm genuinely happy for his happiness. Why would that be hard? You don't have to act so tough. You can be honest with me. It's only natural, right? I mean, Carter is tall, handsome, and incredibly kind. And let's not forget, he's a doctor. A guy with high status like that, of course you'd be head over heels for him. No, like I said, I respect him, but I don't have any romantic feelings for him. He's family. Then why did you skip out on the family gathering when he introduced me as his fiancé? You were hurt, weren't you? You couldn't bear it. Case closed. Wait a second. That was because you suddenly changed the date, Kathy. It wasn't planned. I would have attended without any issues if it had been on the original day. Oh, so cold and unfeeling, aren't you? Fine, have it your way. But listen, don't come to the wedding, okay? You'll just be in the way. To keep things peaceful, it's better if we don't have to deal with each other. Understand? What? You can't just say something like that out of nowhere. Oh, excuse me? Are you saying the bride's wishes don't matter? Look, Carter is my brother too. He specifically asked me to be there. I've made arrangements to come despite my own busy schedule. If you keep pushing like this, I might just have to mention your behavior to him, you know? Wow, talk about rude. No concern for the bride, huh? You know what? Fine. But just know I'm going to make sure you regret showing up. On the day, I'll make sure to wake you up from whatever ridiculous fantasy you're living in. What on earth is your problem? I never realized you were this kind of person. Unbelievable. So, have you realized your place now? Go on, leave already. What on earth are you doing? Throwing wine on me out of nowhere? The stain on this dress won't come out. Now, thanks to you, I have to go back to the waiting room. Oh, such a cute little dress, too. What a shame it got ruined. But I guess now it matches your face. Excuse me? What did you just say? Oh, I'm just shocked. I can't believe my doctor of a husband has such an ugly, hideous sister. With a face like that, maybe you should keep it hidden behind your hair all the time. But now at least I understand perfectly. You're in love with your brother, aren't you? Huh? How many times do I have to tell you that's not true? Stop lying already. I saw you with him. I saw it with my own eyes. You were walking down the street together holding hands like a couple just last week. It's gross. You're such a creepy brother-obsessed freak. What? Oh, I get it. Since no one else would want someone with a face like yours, you're trying to cling to your brother, pretending you're his girlfriend, huh? It's such a nuisance, especially to me, his wife, so stop acting like that already. You seem to be very mistaken about a lot of things, but first I'd like an apology for what you did with the wine. No matter how much you think you're the star today, what you did was absolutely unacceptable. Why should I apologize? I just cleaned up some trash that was ruining my wedding, that's all. Now, get out of here, you disgusting monster with those ugly burn scars. A filthy little freak like you doesn't belong at a beautiful event like this. Leave already.
Yeah, you're right about that. People who don't belong should leave immediately. And that would be you, Kathy.
Huh? Who is this?
It's Carter. I'm typing this now in place of Kennedy.
No way. This isn't real.
Oh, it's real. You've seriously hurt my sister. The wedding is off. I don't want to see your face ever again.
Wait, what? What are you talking about?
Exactly what I just said. I'm going to apologize to the guests now. As for you, get changed and leave. We'll discuss the rest on another day.
Are you serious? Wait, listen to me. You have to hear my side of the story. Hey, Carter, wait!
Kennedy, are you okay?
Yeah, I'm sorry I left early. It was supposed to be your wedding day.
What are you talking about? I'm the one who should be apologizing. I can't believe I got fooled by a woman like that, even if she was introduced by a friend. She probably just came after my status as a doctor. I will never forgive her for hurting my family. You don't need to worry, just rest up.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Stop apologizing like that. If anything, it's my fault this all happened. I'm truly sorry for everything, especially back then.
Carter, I'm fine. Knowing you're divorcing Kathy makes me feel relieved. And now I finally understand I don't need to hold back anymore.
Really? I'm not sure I fully get it, but don't push yourself too hard, okay?
Yeah, thanks.
Hey, Kathy, stop messaging my sister. It's getting out of hand and you're seriously bothering her. And just so you know, I've seen everything you've sent. I've read it all. You're disgusting, Kathy. Is this the real you?
Wait, what? I only messaged her because you weren't responding. I was just checking with her. Don't make it sound so bad.
Are you serious? Do you even understand what's going on? You were so good at pretending, weren't you? You had me, my parents, all of us fooled.
Okay, sure, maybe I was putting on my best face, but don't you think this is going too far? First you cancel the wedding, and now you're talking about divorce out of nowhere.
Of course! I can't marry someone who can't respect my family! How can I possibly build a family with someone like that?
It wasn't that big of a deal. I mean, it was just a joke, or maybe you could call it a warning. Yeah, that's it. A little warning. I mean, come on. Kennedy's obviously has feelings for you. She's totally in love with you, Carter.
What are you even saying? That makes no sense!
Oh, don't act like you don't know what I'm talking about. I saw you two together. You and Kennedy walking hand in hand, all cozied up like you were a couple. A week ago, in the middle of the city, how can you deny that? It was sickening. She's such a clingy little freak. Ugh, it must be so exhausting for you to put up with her all the time, huh? You're too nice for your own good. Honestly, it's a shame you have to deal with such an ugly monster of a sister.
What the hell did you just say? Don't push it. You've said enough. Are you talking about that day we were in the city? Yeah, Kennedy and I were out shopping together. You want to know why? She got burned in an accident, and ever since then she's had issues with her balance. Her vision is impaired and she can't walk steadily in crowded places.
Wait, what?
Yeah, in a busy area she tends to stumble, so I held her hand to support her. Sometimes I even have to hold her by the shoulder if the situation calls for it to make sure she doesn't fall. We've all been doing that for her, my whole family, ever since she got burned.
Your whole family? So I just happened to see one of those times you were helping her?
Exactly. Is that enough to clear up your little theory? Instead of jumping to conclusions, you could have just asked me, but no, you had to twist things in your head, and worse, you decided to insult my sister. You even threw wine on her dress. Seriously, what were you thinking?
I didn't know. I mean, I thought...
That's the problem. You just assumed things and acted like it was the truth. And because of your baseless assumptions, you went and hurt Kennedy. You humiliated her. How do you expect me to feel about that? And didn't I already tell you about her accident and the burn scars?
Well, you did, but I didn't think it was that bad. I mean, I was shocked when I saw her in person. I wasn't expecting, that.
That? Are you even listening to yourself right now? You called her a monster. You threw wine on her in front of everyone. And you think that's okay? You're the one who's disgusting, Kathy, not her.
I just panicked. I thought I was losing my husband to his own sister. Isn't that a normal fear for a wife? It's not unheard of for the in-laws to gang up on the wife, right? So, yeah, maybe I got scared and acted out a little, but that's normal.
That's enough. I don't care what your excuse is. You went too far. You're gonna pay for the wedding costs and for Kennedy's dress. End of discussion.
Wait, Carter, please. You have to hear me out. You're not being fair at all. This is so one-sided. Don't you think that's a little cruel?
Cruel? No, I don't think so. After everything that's happened, I see your true colors. I don't want to be with someone like you. It's over, Kathy.
What? You can't just end it like this. We were so close to getting married. How can you just throw all of that away? Oh, Kathy? What's going on? What do you mean, what's going on? Are you seriously having fun ruining my life? You better explain yourself right now. That essay you wrote, the one that went viral on social media, it's about my wedding, isn't it? This Kennedy in the essay, that's you, right? How dare you write about me without my permission? Oh, you read it? Oh, that's a bit surprising. Of course I read it. You're telling me that all this time you were this so-called genius essayist that's admired by young readers? You? I didn't even realize it, but the story about the burn scar on the face matches perfectly with you. So you've been following my essays but didn't connect the dots until now? Interesting. How could I have known that a famous person like you was right under my nose this whole time? But that's not the point. Thanks to you, my social media account is being completely bombarded. I'm getting harassed every single day. Oh, really? Well, that's probably because you kept commenting things like, it's all lies and she should disappear under the essay using your own account, right? You basically exposed yourself. My readers easily found out who you were and then, well, they connected the dots. So really, you kind of did this to yourself. I thought if I just criticized it hard enough, people would stop caring about it. That's where you underestimated the situation. If you read the essay carefully, you'd know I shared the story about how I got these burn scars. It happened when I was a kid at my grandmother's house. I wasn't paying attention and bumped into Carter, who was carrying something. I fell face first into a hot brazier, and it left permanent burn scars on my face. Carter blamed himself for years. He kept saying it was all his fault for not being careful enough. That's part of why he became a doctor, to find a way to help me remove these scars. That's exactly what was in the essay. I didn't realize that was all true. I never blamed Carter for the accident, but he's carried that guilt with him all these years. 2 years ago, I got angry at him and told him he should stop worrying about me and just focus on living his own life. I wanted him to pursue his own happiness, but, well, I guess it backfired a bit. He was so stressed out and vulnerable, and that's probably how someone like you managed to manipulate him. What are you talking about? I didn't know any of this. How could I have known? Because I specifically told Carter not to share the story with anyone. I knew he'd keep blaming himself if he talked about it, but whether you knew or not, it doesn't excuse how you treated me. You mocked my appearance, you called me names, you even threw wine on me during your wedding. That was uncalled for. Oh, come on, it was just a joke, a little teasing. You need to lighten up if you want to survive in this world. It's not about what you thought it was, it's about how it made me feel. You never considered how your words or actions would affect me, did you? The wine you threw on me, that's assault, and the comments you made on social media, that's defamation. So I'm going to be requesting compensation for that as well. Wait, don't be so dramatic. We're family now. You can't seriously be thinking about taking this to court, can you? Carter's filing for divorce, so no, we're not family. And yes, assaulting someone by throwing wine at them and publicly defaming them online are both serious offenses. Are you kidding me? Who do you think you are? You're seriously going to ruin my life like this? Drag me down to the lowest point just because I made a joke? Is it because of those scars on your face? Is that why you're such a bitter person? You're aware that Carter has been reading these messages too, right? And yet you're still behaving this way. It's clear you haven't learned anything. So yes, I'll proceed with the legal actions. Make sure you're prepared to pay for everything. Wait, no, please. Can't we talk this out? You're taking this too far. I can't handle all this. My life is going to be ruined if you do this. Come on, please. Let's just talk this over. Goodbye, Kathy. Are you okay, Kathy? Seriously, you crashed your bike into the garage yourself. Are you out of your mind? It looked like you tried to run into me with your bike. What were you even thinking? Oh, please, it's your fault for not avoiding me. You were deliberately aiming for my blind spot, weren't you? You knew I couldn't see you coming. Are you kidding me? I am visually impaired, so my hearing is my main sense. I heard the sound of your bike speeding towards me and thought, oh no, so I tried to move out of your way, but of course your reckless riding led you to crash into the garage. I even called an ambulance for you, so you should be grateful for that instead of blaming me. And don't mess with me. The landlord is going to charge me for the garage repairs. The medical bills from my broken bones are going to cost a fortune, and I don't have that kind of money. What am I supposed to do now? So why did you go out of your way to do something so stupid? It was total self-sabotage. You really didn't think this through, did you? Because if I didn't do something drastic, you wouldn't learn your lesson, would you? You need to experience some pain to understand the consequences of your actions. Think before you act. You're being such an idiot. You could have seriously hurt yourself or someone else. An idiot? You're calling me an idiot? The moment you found yourself in a favorable position, you got cocky and careless. I'm not in any favorable position. Nothing has changed from the beginning. You were the one who misjudged the situation and went on a rampage, right? By the way, I've been curious about something regarding you. Huh? What is it? I've been wondering why you were so suspicious of the relationship between Carter and me. I met your parents recently when they came to apologize for something, and I also met your brother during that time. Wait, when did that happen? I spoke to your brother. He kind of resembles my brother in a way, which is why I approached him to talk. So, what are you trying to say by bringing that up? What are you implying? You had romantic feelings for your brother, didn't you? That's why you were so harsh on your brother's fiancée and continued to harass her. I hear you were even moved by your brother's feelings. No, that's not true. Why would I ever do something like that? Your brother told me. You obviously wanted to monopolize his private time and felt jealous of my relationship with him. You didn't hesitate to invade his privacy or even take secret photos of him. Wait, that's... So you were looking at my relationship with my brother with unnecessary suspicion while feeling jealous at the same time. It's because my brother and I had such a good relationship that you felt that way. Shut up, just shut up! Why are you the only one benefiting from this situation? You are so lucky. It's completely unfair. Are you satisfied looking down on me like that? I don't meddle in other people's relationships. You're free to love whoever you want, after all. If you want to be mad at someone, be mad at yourself. Shut up! You took my happiness away and you dare to say that? If you weren't here, I could have gotten married. It's all your fault. What? You're the one who ruined Carter's wedding, aren't you? How dare you? Did you think about Carter's feelings? He told me he wanted to make you happy while laughing. He was trying to make sure that you and I could get along. I didn't know anything about that. If I didn't know, then it's not my fault. Well, now you know. My parents, who couldn't attend the marriage meeting because of me, told me to not hesitate and shared everything they discussed with you, including your hobbies and preferences. You trampled on their feelings with your actions. You don't know what you're talking about. Oh, I just got a message from the owner about the garage damage. What message? The security cameras captured you crashing into me with your bike. I could have settled this with a simple agreement until now, but congratulations, you're officially now a criminal. No way. Are you serious? Yes, I'm filing a police report. Wait, not just compensation, but now I'll have a criminal report? This is impossible. I'm about to quit my job to get married and I don't have any income. Plus, if I get a criminal record, I'll never be able to get a job again. Well, good luck with that. You've made your choices and now you have to face the consequences. Wait, give me a chance. I didn't mean for any of this to happen. It was a mistake. I can't accept that. Don't worry, I will write about this whole incident in my essay. I'll describe what kind of person you are, what you did, and how you think. You have nowhere to run now, and everyone will know. No! You can't do this to me! Even someone like you, who has their head in the clouds and thinks everything is rosy, seems to have woken up now. Good morning. Are your eyes open now? Do you finally understand the situation you're in? What do you mean? I don't understand. You're just making things worse. You think this is making things worse? No, this is a reality check. You need to realize that your actions have consequences, and now you have to deal with them. I'm not going to let you get away with this. Why are you doing this? I thought we could find a way to work things out. Work things out? You mean after you tried to sabotage everything? No, you crossed a line and I'm not going to let it slide. You need to learn that there are repercussions for your behavior and I will make sure of it. I didn't mean to hurt anyone. I just wanted to make you understand. Understand what? That you can do whatever you want without thinking of the consequences? That's not how life works, Kathy. You can't just crash into people's lives and expect them to clean up your mess without facing any backlash. I thought I was doing the right thing. I wanted to make you see how you were hurting Carter. And by hurting me, you thought you were helping Carter? That is twisted logic, Kathy. You need to take a hard look at yourself and realize that your way of thinking is deeply flawed. This isn't fair. You're ruining my life. Your life is in your hands, Kathy. You made choices that brought you here. Now it's time for you to take responsibility for those choices. Please don't do this. I'll do anything. Anything? Really? Prove it. Start by owning up to your mistakes and facing the consequences like an adult instead of running away or making excuses. I can't. I'm scared. You should be. You've put yourself in a position where you have to face the truth. It's time to grow up, Kennedy. The report of the damages was officially accepted, and as a result, Kathy found herself burdened with a substantial amount of liability for the harm she had caused. It was determined that her actions were extremely malicious, leading to her being recognized as a convicted felon. This label would undoubtedly follow her for a long time, affecting her life and prospects in ways she might not fully comprehend at this moment. After the divorce proceedings concluded, it seemed that Kathy was desperately searching for a job. Unfortunately, her efforts to secure stable employment were met with constant challenges and barriers. In a world where job opportunities are often tied to reputation and social standing, being a convicted felon carries a significant stigma. Despite her attempts to present herself positively, she struggled to find employment that would provide her with the financial stability she so desperately needed. Eventually, she resorted to working in the entertainment industry, doing things like pleasing men for money and such. While some might find this line of work to be an opportunity for personal reinvention, for Kathy, it felt more like a forced decision born out of desperation rather than a choice made freely. However, her characteristic hysterical tendencies did not serve her well in this new environment. Her inability to manage her emotions effectively led to her having a major confrontation with a customer one evening. This altercation escalated quickly, turning from a minor disagreement into a full-blown argument that drew the attention of other patrons in the establishment. What began as a simple misunderstanding spiraled out of control, showcasing the volatility of her emotional state. This conflict escalated to the point where it involved the police, resulting in her being expelled from the establishment where she was employed. The staff and management, eager to maintain order and a positive atmosphere, had no choice but to remove her from the premises. It was a humiliating experience for her, and it undoubtedly compounded her feelings of shame and regret. Currently, it appears that she's managing to scrape by with temporary jobs, living a life marked by difficulties and instability. On the other hand, I have been receiving treatment at the hospital run by my brother, Carter. He's been my primary source of support during this challenging time. Recently, I've noticed that my scars are becoming less pronounced, which brings me immense joy. This progress is significant for me, as each small improvement feels like a hard-won victory against the memories of pain and trauma that have haunted me. Not only am I happy about this progress, but Carter too was moved to tears, expressing his happiness for me in a way that only a caring sibling could. He said I can finally make amends, while reflecting on the pain he felt in the past as he watched me struggle. His journey alongside mine has been one of shared suffering, but also of healing. However, I took the opportunity to remind him that instead of focusing solely on atonement and past mistakes, he should prioritize finding a good woman to share his life with. I wanted him to know that while helping me was important, he also deserved happiness and companionship. He responded with an embarrassed smile, saying, "I'm sorry," clearly taken aback by my suggestion. It was a moment that highlighted the complex dynamic between us, his protective nature mixed in with the reality that he too needed to focus on his own happiness. Now I find myself contemplating whether to introduce him to someone through my connections, as I'm a bit worried about it. On one hand, I want him to be happy and fulfilled in his personal life, but on the other, I wonder if it might be better for him to take some time to himself first. After everything he's done for me, I want to ensure that he's ready for a relationship, as entering one without proper healing could lead to more complications and emotional distress. Perhaps it's acceptable for things to remain as they are for a little while longer. There's something to be said for the importance of time and healing in any situation. In the meantime, I continue to heal and rebuild my life. My treatment has been effective, and I can feel a shift within myself, both physically and emotionally. With each passing day, I gain a deeper understanding of my own resilience and the strength that comes from facing adversity. Every small improvement feels like a significant victory. Each time I see my reflection, the scars remind me of my struggles, but they are becoming less of a burden. In their place, I feel a growing sense of hope and determination. I realize that healing is not just about the physical aspect, it also involves a mental and emotional journey that takes time and effort. Carter has always been supportive, and his role as my brother and protector has been a source of comfort during this challenging period. I think about how much we've both been through and how important it is to have someone who understands your pain. His unwavering presence has been instrumental in helping me navigate the complexities of recovery. We've shared laughter and tears, moments of joy and sorrow, but through it all, we've remained a steadfast support system for one another. Kathy's life choices may have led her down a dark path, but I can't help but feel a sense of compassion for her. During the hurt that she has caused and the pain she inflicted upon others, I know that she too is a victim of her circumstances. Her inability to manage her emotions has pushed her into situations that she couldn't control, and it's led her to make choices that, in hindsight, may not have been her best interest. I wonder if there's a way for her to find redemption, just as I'm trying to do in my own way. As I reflect on our lives, I recognize that the road to healing is often filled with obstacles. It's a journey that requires strength, resilience, and sometimes a little guidance from those who care. I feel grateful for Carter's presence and support as I navigate through my own struggles. His happiness matters to me, and I hope he finds fulfillment beyond just his responsibilities to others. I think about the future and how it may hold both challenges and opportunities for growth. Perhaps Kathy will eventually find her way back to a more stable and fulfilling life. Change is often a gradual process, and I want to believe that with time, she may have the chance to learn from her mistakes and move forward in a healthier direction. Ultimately, I understand that life is about finding balance, whether it's between seeking personal happiness and being there for family, or between pursuing one's ambitions and dealing with past mistakes. It's crucial to strike that balance. As I continue to heal, I realize that it's essential for both of us to pursue our paths, even if they diverge from time to time. Carter's journey may look different from mine, and that's perfectly okay. There's no one-size-fits-all approach to healing and happiness. Each of us has our own unique experiences that shape our perspectives and desires. I want to support him in finding his own way, even if it means stepping back for a moment to allow him the space he needs. The thoughts of the future loom over me, filled with uncertainty, but also potential. With each day that passes, I feel a renewed sense of hope. I want to see Kathy do well, but I also want to ensure that Carter doesn't lose himself in the process of helping others. It's a delicate balance, and I find myself constantly reevaluating what it means to be supportive without sacrificing my own well-being or that of my loved ones. Perhaps soon I'll take the initiative to contact Carter with someone who aligns with his values and aspirations. I want him to experience the joys of companionship and the support that a loving relationship can provide. For now, I'll cherish this time of healing and focus on building a brighter future for myself and those I love. In the end, what matters most is that we all strive for happiness, however that may look for each individual. As I think of my own journey, I realize that it's not just about recovery, it's about rediscovering who I am beyond the trauma. I've always had dreams and ambitions that were put on hold during my struggles, and now it feels like the right time to begin pursuing them again. I want to immerse myself in activities that bring me joy and fulfillment, to reconnect with my passions and explore new avenues of growth. With each passing day, I am learning more about myself and the strength I possess. I refuse to allow my past to dictate my future. Instead, I choose to embrace the opportunities that lie ahead, no matter how daunting they may seem. It's a time of rebuilding, not just physically, but emotionally and spiritually as well. I also think about the relationships in my life, those that uplift me and those that have held me back. It's important to surround myself with positive influences that encourage my growth. I want to foster connections that inspire and motivate me to reach my full potential. As I continue to heal, I realize that I want to be an inspiration to others as well. I want my journey to serve as a testament to the power of resilience and the possibility of change. There is a beauty in the struggle, and I hope to share that with anyone who might be facing their own challenges. I want to encourage others to seek help, to lean on their support systems, and to find their own paths to healing. In contemplating Kathy's situation, I also recognize the importance of forgiveness. While her actions may have hurt me and others, holding on to anger or resentment will only hinder my own healing process. I want to cultivate a sense of understanding, knowing that everyone has their battles and demons to face. I can only hope that one day she'll find her way back to a healthier path, just as I'm working on my own journey of recovery. Forgiveness is a powerful tool, and I want to embrace it fully, both for myself and for those who have wronged me. It's not about condoning the hurtful actions, rather it's about releasing the hold that past grievances have on my present. I know that forgiving Kathy does not mean I forget the pain she caused, but it allows me to move forward without being shackled by negativity.